Hi, this is Susha Surendran. In previous tutorial, we have done a walkthrough on vacation management application. And so it's DB schema. So now we can see how the application can be developed in WaveMaker. So in this tutorial, we will see how a new project can be created, how you can create or import a DB or even connect to an existing DB, how the new tables, relationships can be created in WaveMaker. So this is the WaveMaker homepage. You can see all the projects that has been created by you in this in WaveMaker. So for creating a new application, select create, select whether it is web or mobile. And give name and description. And an application will be created. So here, if you go back to your home page, you can see your vacation management application. On clicking it, you can go inside. On right hand side, you can see there are pages, database, web services, Java services, APIs. So since we need first to create a database, we can go to the databases. To create, click on plus icon. You can select whether you need to connect to an existing DB or upload SQL files. So to connect, you can select whichever is your DB and give the details. So to import it, if you have the SQL file, you can choose the file and then execute it. You can select whichever is your DB. And next, you can see all your tables here. If you want, you can unselect any table. Once you click next and proceed, under design, you can see all the tables being selected here. So to create a new database altogether, here there is an option down, create a new database. I'm clicking that, select the DB. I can give the name. I'm giving it a DB test, create. So here I can create tables. So I'm creating employee table. By default, the table will have an ID as a primary key. On selecting, you can see the details, and if you want, you can change the name as well. I can create any number of columns using add column for that table. I'm creating name. I mentioned here the SQL types, you can give it any number, string, boolean, etc. I'm creating a department ID. I'm mentioning it as a number. So I'm creating one more table, department. Add column name. So to have a relationship between employee and department, I'm selecting the department ID column in employee. And once selected, towards the right hand side of the table, you can see a settings icon. So here you can mention what is the relationship type, many to one. By default, the table and column will be selected here. You can select the target table, which is department and the ID. Once create, a relationship is created and the details can be viewed in the right hand side on clicking the relationship. Also, I can create server defined columns such as created by and giving it as server defined login user ID. So in which case default login user ID will be populated here whenever a new entry is added, and also created on, which is a timestamp. I can go and select it as a current timestamp. If it is only insertable, I can make updatable as false. So similarly, I can create any number of tables and columns. Once then I can do a save database. So once currently this DB schema is in a draft state. So you need to update this database with the schema changes so that you can have you can use this tables, you can write queries on top of these tables and all. So I click here. So you can see in DB script, all the script is auto generated for all the changes. Proceed to update, in which case WaveMaker automatically creates Java classes for these tables, and it will have fields related to the columns. So you can now you can use the way you can create variables on top of these tables. Also, you can have queries. So here in this query section, you can write query, you can run them. So currently I don't have any data. So while executing, you won't be see any data, but if there is any data, the data will be populated down. You can save this query so that you can run them later or use it in the variables, or you can have it, you can call these queries in Java services. Similarly, you can have the stored procedures created and saved over here. Down there is a DB tools options. Here you will be having an option to again import or export the DB. By default, only MariaDB option is there for exporting. So I can select my table HRDB test and get data dump, in which case the DB is exported to my system. So related SQL script is created. So this is overall idea about how you can create application, how you can create database, tables, queries, etc. Thank you.